What if I told you some of the best products in the world fail every day? Not because they're bad, not because they're overpriced, not because nobody needs them.
Meanwhile, average products with weaker quality, less value, and more competition make millions. Why? Because people do not buy the best products, they buy the products they understand, trust, and desire most. Today, I will show you how to get people to buy from you without changing your product at all. Most business owners make one expensive mistake. Sales drop and they panic. They redesign the logo, change packaging, rebuild the website, create a new product, lower prices because of they are panicking. Because they are panicking, they get what? They start changing what? They redesign the logo, they change the packaging, they rebuild the website, they create a new product, and they lower prices. But often, none of these are the real problem because your issue may not be the product.
Humans are not rational, we are dramatic.
It may be the perception, and perception is where fortunes are made. Now, psychologist Robert Cialdini built an empire studying why people say yes. One truth stands above the rest. People decide emotionally, then justify logically. They buy because they want relief. They buy because they want status. They buy because they want confidence. They buy because they fear missing out.
Science!
Then later they say the features were great, the price made sense, it had good reviews. That's logic cleaning up emotion. So if your marketing only explains features, you are speaking to the brain after the decision should have already happened. Now let's compare two offers. We have offer A, which is this mattress uses memory foam technology. Offer B, wake up pain free and fully rested every morning. Both are same products, but one sells foam, the other sells transformation. Are you seeing that? David Ogilvy understood this decades ago. Customers don't buy drills, they buy holes in the wall. They don't buy skincare, they buy confidence. They don't buy courses, they buy progress. So ask yourself, what result does your customer actually want?
I don't even know what they sell. I don't even know what they sell.
Entrepreneur Alex Amosi popularized a simple truth. Value rises when the dream outcome feels bigger and easier to achieve. That means you don't always need a better product. You may only need better framing. For example, instead of 8-week fitness program, just say lose your first 5 kg in 30 days with beginner-friendly workouts. Now the outcome is clearer. The timeline feels shorter. The effort feels lower. Then the sale rises. Most people don't avoid buying because they hate your offer. They avoid buying because they fear regret. What if it doesn't work? What if I waste my money? What if I look foolish? What if this is another scam? These are some of the what fears and regret people try to avoid. So, smart businesses remove this risk. And that's why you have to use what? Number one, use money back guarantees, free trials, transparent pricing, clear testimonials, simple onboarding. Claude Hopkins knew this long ago. The easier it feels to try, the easier it becomes to buy. When people are uncertain, they look sideways. They ask, who else bought this? That is social proof. So instead of saying my service is excellent, just say that used by 3,000 business owners. Instead of this product works, don't say that. Just say what? Here are 47 verified reviews. People trust crowds before they trust claims. People trust crowds before they trust claims. Here's the uncomfortable truth that people will not say, but I'm going to tell you. Many people want your offer, but later never comes. So ethical urgency matters. Enrollment closes Friday. Bonus ends tonight. Only 20 seats available. Price rises next week. So the urgency matters. Urgency converts intention into motion. You have to implement urgency. But fake urgency destroys reputation. Be careful. Fake urgency destroys reputation. So use urgency honestly. Use it honestly.
I'll buy later. Later is a dangerous place.
Now, imagine two cafes selling the same coffee. Shopee says coffee is sold for 3,000 naira. Shopee says small batch morning fuel loved by Lagos creatives. Are you seeing that? Same coffee, but different story, different identity, different desire. One sells a dream, the other sells belonging. Belonging. If people aren't buying, don't immediately review the product. No. But rather, first improve your offer, your message, your proof, your trust, your urgency, your clarity. Because oftentimes the product was never the problem. Yes, the product was never the problem. People do not buy the best option. They buy the option that feels safest, clearest, and most valuable.
Do you want to make money with AI video ads? I'll show you exactly how. Link is in the description. Start now.
If you learned something valuable today, please click on the subscribe button, share to that friend you love, okay? And if you run a business, stop asking, how do I change the product? Start asking, how do I change perception?